Hey guys! Jacqie here. Don't make fun of me. I don't have makeup on and my hair is air dried. I hate it. It looks stupid and that's why I never air dry my hair. But I've been spending all my time today doing my nails and that's what this video is about. So if you like beauty related content, then make sure you remember to hit that subscribe button. Next to that is the notification bell. Ring the bell and you will become part of the hashtag notification nation and YouTube will alert you as soon as my videos go up. Okie dokie, so we are here so I can show you how I do this on my nails using the IBD Builder Gel and nail tips. So yeah, if you're interested in that, which I'm assuming you are because you clicked on this video, then stay tuned. Okay, so I'm really hoping that this comes out the way I would like it to. Not really sure. We'll find out in editing. But I'm gonna try to show you how I create these, my version of a pink and white French manicure using Builder Gel. This is the IBD Hard Gel. It is, IBD Hard Gel. It is LED and UV. This is clear. Hold on. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is make sure all the oils and everything is off your nail. So I take some rubbing alcohol and it has to be like, this is 91. Like that's basically what it needs to be, like a high percentage. And I put it on a paper towel and then I just rub my nail clean and let it dry for a minute. And I'll set that aside. Okay, so that dries. Then you want to take your tip, which I measured out beforehand, and you want to make sure that on both sides it is not going over your side walls. I don't know if you can see. This is like the absolute perfect fit. So I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to put it in the, I don't know if you can see the little well right here. And I'm going to put the glue in that little well right there. And then I'm going to make sure I line it up properly on my nail, even on both sides, and hold it down. While it dries, just hold it and wait for it to dry. What fun. And what I like to do once it feels like it's dry, I will take my glue and I will run it along the edge of the nail to make sure that I get the corners. And then I will take tweezers. I have these tweezers I use, and I will pinch the sides to make sure it's down. I am so bad at this, guys. I'm so sorry. Like, this is like, hi. This is so awkward, I guess you could say. I mean, I don't know how people do it all the time. They probably do it with better equipment. Okay, so yeah. Once I feel like that has dried, I'll just do it with my fingers for a second. Oh, sticky. Okay, so that is on. Now I will close up my glue so it doesn't dry out. We don't want our glue to dry out, do we? No, we do not. Okay, then you get to cut to the length that you want and shape it out the way you want. I've been doing, they call this like a tapered square, because it's not straight like square, it kind of tapers, so yeah. Anywho, so I just take some scissors and I will, oof, oh so carefully cut that. And then I'm going to take these nail clippers and clip the corners so I can, it's easier to shape into that tapered square shape that I like. Oh, glue, okay. Yeah, so I do that. And then we file, the fun part, the filing. Oh, the filing. Actually, this whole thing takes, when I do it by myself, this whole thing takes me hours to do both hands by myself. Hours, not even kidding. Like, let me clip this a little shorter because I don't want to file for a year. Because, yeah, I can only do one hand at a time. Don't know where that went. I'm gonna be finding pieces of nails. Oh, that is so crooked, yo. Jacqie, you're so good at this. Like I said, not a professional. Just somebody who likes to figure things out on her own and save money. Basically, that is me. So, file it to the shape that you want it to be. And the length. Hello. Oh my. Okay, so usually I check to make sure they're about the same. This one is a little shorter. You can tell when I flip it over, but can't win them all, right? That's my bad, so I got a little file happy before checking. But yeah, so there we go. And now we need to file the shiny part off of this, off the tip, and try to file it, blend it in with your regular nail, which isn't really that big of a deal. They tell you to do that, but if you're doing what I'm doing, it really isn't that big of a deal. Just file the shiny part off. You don't want it to be shiny because then it will not stick, apparently. Okay, shiny part is filed off. Now I take that rubbing alcohol and I wipe my fingernail down again to get all that dust from filing off. Like so. Okay, now we take, I'm using a Sensational gel primer. I get this at Walmart. And I'm just going to put this just on my nail plate, not the nail tip. You don't need a lot. Maybe more than that. I'm running out. I need to get more. Ooh, didn't mean to touch my skin there. Try not to touch the skin. I am not an expert. I am not perfect. Yeah. Then you wait for that to dry for a minute. All right, then I'm gonna take the IBD. This is the LED UV bonder. This is what I use to try to prevent lifting and stuff, along with that gel primer. Mine lift. It's probably because I'm not great at this. But yeah, I'm gonna take that, and I'm going to actually put it all over, even on the tip, because I find that with these tips, I got these tips on Wish like years and years and years and years ago. But I found that with these tips, the gel doesn't like to stick to the tip, so I decided to put on some bonder on the tip as well to hopefully help. I have this little wood stick that I use to just kind of clean up the edges, because Lord knows I am not perfect. These products are very liquidy, so they tend to run into your, you know, side walls and to your cuticle and such. So I just like to try and keep it away from the skin, because that will also cause lifting. Okay, and then you put it in. I'm using the Sensational LED light. You pop it in the light. It says for 30 seconds, so it'll flash, and that's 15 seconds, and when it goes off, that's 30. And then I add another layer of the LED UV bonder because I don't know, I'm trying to figure out how to prevent the lifting, because I get lifting, and that's what causes my nails to be able to just pop off so easily. Although that's not necessarily a bad thing, because when I want to take them off, I just pop them off. Real simple. But they're not supposed to do that, so I'm trying to figure it out as I go. Like I say, not a professional, totally just learning, doing this on my own, you know, figuring it out as I go. It's just how I do things. Already gotten it in my side walls. That's lovely. Okay. Pop that back in the light for 30 seconds. Okay, and now moving on, we move on to the clear builder gel right here, and I will do a light thin layer. Sure, a thin layer of the builder gel, just to get a little layer of gel down before we go in with the other gel pink that I created. You'll see. Anyways, so just lay down a thin layer. It's really hard to do holding my hand up. And then, of course, take the stick, clean it up. Okay, and then pop that in the light for 30 seconds. Boop. Okay, so this little concoction right here is the pink I created using, I will take a few dollops of clear builder gel, and I will lay that down on some tin foil. And then I take 4 or so drops, depending on how much builder gel I have. More like 5, 6 drops of this. This is Fresh Paint in the shade You Gonna Love It. Oh, Yoga Na Love It. Okay, whatever. But it's like this pearly, purple, pinky, like, color. It's very pretty. And then I did 2 drops of this color to get the like shimmer that I like. And this is Arrowhead. And these I've gotten from Five Below years ago. So I mix those together using a little like some type of tool. It really doesn't matter what you use. You just mix it together. And then I will use this smaller brush, and I will take, it's sticky. I'll take the mixture and I will only place it on the nail plate where I want that pink, not the white, just the nail plate. And I will strategically push it around with the brush just to get it where I want it to be. Sometimes I pick up a little more. I'll make sure I get it in every spot. And then, of course, once again, I will take the wood stick and I will clean up the edges. And then I will take this little brush right here, dip it in some nail polish remover, and I will run it across. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Can you see what I'm doing? Run it across here to make sure that pink is nowhere on the white. I'll just run it right across there to keep it off the white, and then pop it in the light for 30 seconds. Okay, and then I will do that one more time just because I like to make sure like the pinky part is showing up. So I'll do it one more time. Yeesh. Like that. And then we clean it up with the wood stick and then the brush. Let's get that hair off of there. I don't want hair stuck in my gel nails. And pop it in the light for 30 seconds. Okay, then we take the clear brush that we use with the clear and scoop a little bit of clear, maybe a little more because we want a nice layer over that, and we will place it, brush it lightly over the nail. And then, can you see how this is higher, right? Let's see, oh, this is so difficult to do. All right, so can you see how right in here is higher than here? We want to add a little bit more gel in there to kind of try to even it out. We'll scoop a little bit and then place it where we want it, which is right in here, and then just rock it back and forth without your brush leaving the gel, like so. If your brush leaves the gel, it's okay. It just, the less your brush leaves the gel, the better. And then now it is a little more even, but we're gonna work on that a little more after we pop this in the light, which is of course after we clean it up the edges. Okay, we're going to pop that in the light for 30 seconds. Okay, now we want to add a little bit well, first we're going, let's, first things first. We need to add another little thin layer of clear gel. So we have a layer to place. Okay, there's our little thin layer. It's not great, that's fine. We don't need it to be, we just need it to give us a slippery gel canvas. And then we are going to add more strength right here in the stress area, which is right here. So you want to build that up a little bit. And then I will flip that over so it levels out. Okay, so definitely not perfect. I have a little dip right in here that I need to fix. I don't like that little divot right there, so I'm going to just put a little bit of gel right there. My son is wrestling in his room and he's shaking the whole entire house. Now I will let that sit for a minute and level itself out, and then flip it over and hopefully it will create that apex. That's what they call the stress area that you build up. They call that the apex. And that's as good as I'm gonna get it because I'm not a professional, like I say 300 times. Okay, so now clean up the edges. Okay, so now we will pop it into the light and let it cure for, I like to do a minute when I'm adding that much gel, just to make sure that it's fully cured. Okay, so now we will take the rubbing alcohol, and that's lovely paper towel, and wipe the tacky layer off so we can file. File it, shape it the way we want it, because this is not quite that shaped. This is not shaped that well. Okay, now that the tacky layer is off, I will take a file. I'll just use this file. I usually use a different one, but I use it on the rest of my nails. It's kind of meh. So I'll take the rougher side to start with, and I will get the edges. Sometimes you need to just reshape the sides of your nail. Okay, now look at that huge, like, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a huge lump right here that has got to get filed down. So then I'll just file the top until I'm happy with the smoothness and the shape, but try to keep a little more right in the stress area, because that's where your nail will snap right off if you whack it hard enough. It has happened to me before. I'll ruin your whole day. All right, so file. This can get quite messy. Okay, so now that that is filed to my liking-ish, I mean, it's a little on the thick side. It's thicker than I would like it to be, but if I had a electric file, I could do this in like 30 seconds, but okay, that's an exaggeration, not 30 seconds, but I don't, and I'm not gonna sit here and file all day, so it's good enough for me. Okay, so it's smooth, filed, thicker than I would like it to be, but hey, whatever, it is what it is. And now I'm going to take the rubbing alcohol and clean it off. Clean off all that dust that we just created. Okay, now that we've cleaned that off, we go in with a top coat. And this is the sensational, I got builder gel on it, it's all sticky now. Okay, sensational gel base and top coat, and yeah. So that's what I'm going to be using. It is almost gone. I need to get more. I'm gonna do one coat. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm just brushing a thin coat on. I love how it brings the life right back into your nail. Okay, and then I will pop that into the light for 30 seconds. Got some on my finger. All right, we don't want that near the light. Okay, whoops. And then I will do one more coat because I like to do 2 coats just to make sure it's all good and sealed up and shiny and purty. Once again, that's my child. He's waiting for me to get done so we can play some more Guess Who. All right, and pop that. Why do I keep hitting the camera? Let me clean this. I got some over here. I don't like it there. All right, and pop that into the light for 30 more seconds. Okay, and then for the last thing we do is grab the rubbing alcohol and that paper towel and wipe off the tacky layer. Make sure you get nice and wiped off. And that, my friends, is how I do my own pink, quote unquote pink and white builder gel, oh Lord, builder gel nails. So here's what it looks like. I'll finish. This one's a little shorter than the rest because, well, I don't know. Oh jeez, you guys can't even see it. Okay, so here's what they look like all done. Yay. Yay. So now I have a mess to clean. So yay, I gotta clean all this up. But if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. If you enjoyed this video. I hope you will come back for future videos of mine. I hope this was an entertaining video or informative video for you. And yeah, I hope to see you again real soon in my next video. Bye!